here. We're going to go now in the month of May. Nine of Wands. So this is a card of being on guard, being careful, being very careful with people and energies surrounding you, who you associate with. The Nine of Wands is a card that talks a lot about being careful about others, okay? You know, people that may try to interfere in something that you want. It is connected with the moon, and it is connected with Sagittarius as well, and traveling long distance. Maybe you may be traveling long distance in May. It is also a great, you're going to be in a good position to protect yourself from attacks or people that may be negative or not good. And it is a card about shielding yourself. And you can see the 8 wands that are really protecting here. So it is showing that here. Now, and traditionally, this card doesn't have that person in there. But we do have a person coming up there that's going to come. And you're going to figure out who it is or what it is that's bothering. And that's what I'm getting with that card of the 8 of Wands. Okay. So that is the 8 of Wands, the 9 of Wands coming up. And that's in May. So let's look at the next card. We have Adventure. So again, maybe this could be traveling. I do see traveling here. In May, and very much being on the defense with something. Okay, so that's in May. In June, we have the 9 of Pentacles, which is good fortune. Financially, things are going to be very well for you in June. It is a card that speaks of abundance and financial flow, is what we're seeing with this card. So there is some financial flow. There is some abundance coming up here in the cards. There is some financial abundance on the forefront here. And it is symbolizing financial security. And it symbolizes resting. It symbolizes material gain. It is connected with the sign of Virgo. And to me, this card has a lot to do with balance. So a lot of balance as well coming up here for you in June. So a lot of good energy here in June. And we have anxiety. It says, we surround you with healing light of amethyst. Take a deep breath and breathe in this beautiful violet light. Feel your anxiety melting away. There's nothing to fear. There's only love. So this is a card that talks about anxiety. And so you're going to be overcoming an anxiety or something that you've been worried about in the month of June. You're going to be able to resolve an issue or problem that you've been dealing with. And that's again in the month of June. Okay, let's look now in the month of July. We have the 2 of Swords, and it's a card of decision. It's a card of making a choice, a card of making an important decision about something. So it is a card it may have to do with a difficult decision or a discussion or a debate. You're going to be maybe facing a difficult decision or needing to see something, okay? You're going to have a lot of protection because they have armor in this card. And the crescent moon is talking a lot. We have a crescent moon energy here, and it's communicating. You can see right there in the corner. It is talking about early stages of something. So something is going to come to a beginning of something. There's a new phase. The crossing of swords can be conflicting opinions. Someone that's not in the same is in agreement with you. Is what we're seeing with that. So there's some important decision, and someone is not going to be in agreement with someone. You have to make a decision. Just be. So just let things be. Don't fight it. Just let things be in July, and go with the flow is the message here in July. Going with the flow. Okay. Okay, we're going to go now in the month of August, and I've got the 9 or the 8 of Swords. And you may feel a little bit stuck in something. There may be a feeling of restriction or a feeling of things not coming together for you. But it's also a card that when I see the 8 of Swords, It is a card that talks a lot about feeling like your hands are tied. But in reality, you can see in this card, it sees a different deck, cutting ties. So you're going to be able to release, okay? Release something that you've been feeling stuck with. It's time to cut the strings with someone or something that's not good for you. You're going to be untying the ties that bind you, and you're going to be releasing something that's been very difficult. It may have to do with the sign of Gemini, which has a lot to do with thoughts, and it has a lot to do with the side of thought and communication. So it has a lot to do with that, is what I'm seeing here. And it is a card that talks a little bit about a female, you know, being careful with gossip from a woman. Okay. But there is something or someone is going to help release you from a situation that maybe you've been dealing with or that has been difficult for you. Okay. Archangel Metatron is going to be very helpful in this month of August for this situation. And he says, I am a link between heaven and earth, between your humanity and your divinity. I am here to help you heal the conflict that exists between your heart and mind. Feel me in your heart and thoughts. Through oneness, there is love. So Archangel Metatron is going to really help you, and it will be great for you to work with his energy in the month of August. In the month of September, we have the Three of Cups, a big celebration, something beautiful coming forward. Some sort of good news on the way here for you, and you're going to feel so good about it. It is a card of harvest, is a card of celebration. It is a card of, you know, feeling good about yourself, something very positive. It's a card of abundance. It's connected with Cancer, so it has a lot to do with family. So you're going to feel very good about something in September with regards to family and celebration. We have a little bit of resistance coming up here, so maybe you're going to be there's going to be some resistance in your life with something, but there's celebration coming in. So try to allow that celebration, that happiness to come forward for you, is the message here. Okay. In October, we have the King of Wands, which is a card that has to do with masculine energy. And this is a man that's going to be important for you. He may be a fire sign, and he's coming up here as in the sign of Leo, and he has a lot to do with decisions and choices. There's an important decision here coming forward, an important choice that's going to come forward, and it's going to be important to look at this here. So this is King of Wands energy. There's a man, fire sign, coming up here, and that's going to be in the month of October. We have positive thinking. So positive thinking is vital in creating a healthy and abundant life. A positive attitude along with positive beliefs and thoughts are crucial ingredients for creating happiness. Don't worry, think love. So it's about positive thinking and thinking positive. So you want to think positive about something, is what we're seeing with this card. Okay, so it is a card that shows that there is some positive thought about something here. So thinking positive with regards to a man, or a man is coming up here strongly, and there's some an important need to think positive about something. Okay, is what we're seeing here. So that's strongly coming up in the cards. Okay. All right, we're gonna go now. And check this out. We're gonna go now into, so we had, I think it was September, August, September, and October, I believe. I hope I don't lose my, where was I? Hold on. Okay, so we have a total of, because I lost my train of thought here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's July, August, September, and October. Perfect. So we're in October. We're going to go now in November, December, which are the last 2 months. Oh, and yeah, we had positive thinking on that one. So thinking positive with regards to this man. Okay, so November we have the Judgment card, which is rebirth. And we have reconnecting with spirit. And this is all about rebirthing and reconnecting. So we're very interestingly, we have the energy of, it has a lot to do with, the Judgment card is about reconnecting. So when I see this card, it is a card that talks a lot about, you know, a second opportunity, starting from a scratch, starting from a new, is what I'm seeing here. So it is showing a need to reconnect, a need to rebirth, is what I'm getting. Okay, so this card of Judgment, very interestingly enough, is showing that there is something that's going to come back in your life. Maybe something from your past, you know, is going to return, is going to come back. A person or a situation, is what I'm getting with that card. So there is a reconnect there, strongly coming up here for you. Okay, so there is something coming or returning or resurfacing again. Is resurfacing again, very interestingly enough. So like I said, there is something that's going to come back in your life, and it's going to be good. It's going to be for good. It's not for bad. It's good energy. So it's going to be something that you're going to feel very good about. You're going to be very happy about, and it may be even a reconciliation as well. A second chance at something, basically, is what that card is about. A second chance at a situation, and having that chance again to move through something. And then we have the reconnecting with spirit. So again, you're going to be reconnecting with someone or something from the past in a good sense, in a good note, is what I'm seeing here. Okay. And then we have the last month is December. And if you look at these skeletons, they've kind of they've come out of their coffin. So something that comes out again, comes back at you that you thought was gone, is going to return, but it's good. And we have the beautiful angel here coming up, which is angelic energy here with that. We have the Hierophant, wisdom, guidance, okay? Paying attention to some sort of advice that you may receive, is what I'm seeing with that. So there is going to be, this card of the Hierophant is wisdom. So it's important to pay attention to some sort of guidance that you're going to receive, and that there is some advice, some important advice that's coming to you. And we have courage. You have what it takes just to do it. We, your angels, are here to support you. So pay attention to any guidance that's coming to you. There's some important guidance here. I'm going to pull a card for relationships and romance. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So a new opportunity is coming your way, a new chance. Something is being offered to you. There's that beautiful horseshoe energy. So to me, that's luck. So it's kind of good. It's a card of good fortune, and there's a path that's going to open up for you with love. So new blessings coming to you, is what I'm seeing here. Is what I'm picking up with this card. And then I've got Ace of Wands, which is for career. So there's a new beginning, a new opportunity coming to you with career, if you will. Okay, so that is coming up here. And then we have for general messages, I've got the Four of Swords, and this is showing that this year is going to be a year of rest for you and healing for you. A lot of healing and a lot of rest coming to you, and you're going to have a lot of guidance and messages from Spirit coming in your direction. Okay, the underlying card is the Empress, which shows that in the background energy we have fertility, growth, abundance, for, you know, even pregnancy, if that's something that you're interested in. You know, there's a birth of something. We did see the angel of fertility come up too, so that is coming up strongly as well. All right, so I hope that you've enjoyed this reading. If you have any questions, feel free to message me, and I'll be more than glad to answer any questions, and I will talk to you soon. I want to wish you a beautiful year filled with lots of happiness and joy, and I will talk to you soon. Angel blessings.